Here's Dunleavy. He's guarded by Dudley. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Mirotic, the screen.
2 points.
Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Mirotic just got his first basket.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Wizards fifth.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Gortat's checked in for Nene. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jared Dudley. Bradley Beal's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And John Wall subbed in for Sessions. Bulls trail by 9. And Butler, here we go. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Wall. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wall draws the double. Dishes it to Gooden. 6 to shoot. They get it again. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Butler passes to Gasol. Beal again. It's Butler. Butler missing again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Wall attacking.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Markieff Morris is checked in for Drew Gooden. Brooks against Wall. Morris a screen. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Washington, they had shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And the technical free throw is good. Justin Holiday's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. Wall attacking. And he lays it straight in. Wall's got 15 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Gortat with the steal. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Wall against Holiday. And Wall. Here we go now.
I'm gonna have to play for real with you. I'm gonna have to sit up now. Cause I'm almost embarrassed.
Shot, no good. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Or you want me to do the Dougie?
Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
bullshitting. So you ready?
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
That motherfucker fire. Just like a piece of
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Portis, the best to Holiday.
Washington foul call.
The Bulls shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Personal foul. Shooting for Washington.
The first one falls.
Justin Holiday. At the line for two.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settle.
Here's the screen. The feed to Gooden. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brooks, the pass to Portis. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Sessions. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. That'll do it for the first half. Wizards lead by 6. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
The third quarter now.
Come on, man. I ain't got all day.
Beginning, both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Dunleavy is out there with Portis. And it's Gasol at the 5 down low. The Wizards have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Bulls trail by 8. And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Gasol's in the post. Nene on him. Gasol no good.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And slam dunk by Nene.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Nene, the screen. On its way from Thornton for 2. They get it back.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now Dudley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And Kevin, while we have a moment here, let's take a look at the Bulls and see where they ranked over the last month in the NBA stats. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. 6th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking in three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And the basket by Thornton.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Rose against Sessions. Pass to Portis. And the Bulls with another miss.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Dudley's shot is good.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
He dishes it to Nene. Nene, the screen. Sessions, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
Wizards foul.
Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic has checked in for Portis, and Moore subbed in for Dunleavy. The Bulls have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Here's Wall. They get it back. And Gortat kicks to Wall. Morris a screen. Wall attacking. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Here's Moore. No good on the triple.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Here's Wall. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third. Back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets. Sessions out there with Thornton. Then there's Gooden. Then there's Nene. And it's Dudley in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Nene dishes to Sessions. Kept alive by Washington. Second shot opportunity. Good D by Gasol.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Took him no time at all on that one. Rose has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls. Here's Sessions. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Paul Gasol.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Now here's Sessions. And another miss by Washington.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Rose. Pass to Portis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And there's the call on Nene. to the left wing. Portis, the pass to Dunleavy. Goes up again. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Portis.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Ball's knocked loose. And so it's Washington with it. And Gooden kicks to Thornton. Rejected by Gasol. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Nene. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
I hope he didn't hurt his neck, because that was one nasty, nasty head fake.
Well, the defender bought that move, hook, line, and sinker.
The whole thing. He may have given him a little pat on the back as he went sailing by.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Here's Rose. And good. He nails it. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Bulls trail by 8. Here's Dunleavy. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys. Just as much in this half as the first.
Something else you like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
It's Wall with the drop. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Boy, their struggles at the line this half really starting to haunt them. You just cannot afford to miss free throws. It's like skipping breakfast. At some point in time, it's going to come back to hurt you.
And Wall, here we go now. And he gets it to go. And now a 12-point Wizards lead.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
They shoot again. And there's the nice layup by Gasol.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
But they get it back. Offensive rebound. Here's Portis.
2 points.
And finally they hit one.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And again, John Wall. Wall's got 30.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Bobby Portis.
Here's Washington now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And that one is hammered home.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And the miss. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they...
For anyone telling you off for all your deeds. No sign the roaring thunder stopped in cold to read. No time. I get mine and make no excuses, waste of precious breath. No time. The sun shines on everyone, love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. What he loves. I keep trying to conceive that death is from above. No time. I get mine and make no excuses, waste of precious breath. No time. The sun shines on everyone, love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved till you make it alone. You gotta face up.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter in the small forward position. Smith kicks to Mozgov. That's good.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And I'm still trying to figure out what happened there, Craig, quite honestly. I mean, no matter how it looks on paper, you still got to show up and play and compete. And it looked like they were not interested in being there.
6 on the shot clock. Wall.
John Wall.
He makes the Johnny from the left block.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Love kicks to Mozgov. Gortat with the steal. The pull-up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 6 points for John Wall.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
And he banks in the layup.
John Wall.
Wall's got 8 points.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
On defense, Washington. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
Mozgov grabs the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Wizards leading by 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. In 4th, the Wizards.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
LeBron drives in.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Dudley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Clock at 6. And stolen by Fry. And here. Oh, wow. Beautiful jam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Shumpert.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for Cavaliers.
one is no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Jefferson dishes to Dellavedova. Back to Jefferson for 3. Washington with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dudley. In the corner, Thornton with it. Here's Nene. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Dellavedova from outside. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
They've got him on Shumpert. Tristan Thompson is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. To the middle. Mozgov with the steal. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Mozgov passes to Irving. Mozgov kicks to Smith. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Irving's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Cavs.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Now, here is Smith. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Love missing. Wizards leading by 3. Dudley. Great D that time from LeBron. Kicks it out to Love. Smith outside. Back to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Thornton with it. Guarded now by Irving. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Smith with the ball. And that one is good, Irving.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And another miss by Washington. LeBron against Dudley. The drive by James. They get it back. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Sessions, no good.
Really tough for this group right now. Trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Shooting for Cleveland, LeBron James.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Wizards trail by 7. Outside, Wall. Off the run.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. 7th in rebounding, 7th in three-point field goal percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10. And it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Porter with the steal. Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. Dishes to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Wall kicks to Gortat.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. It's Jefferson with the drive. Gortat with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Wall draws the double. Porter kicks to Wall. Tries from 10. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And Wall. Here we go now. That's good. Wall's got 12 in the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
6 seconds left in the first half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. Gooden is out there with Nene. Then there's Jared Dudley. That's Thornton. And it's Sessions in at the point.
Oh my God, they just got that.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Shumpert. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Boy, 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. Take a look at the Wizards. And checking out Washington. Tied right now. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good. Iman Shumpert. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Wizards trailed by 6. Dudley against Irving. Dudley dishes to Sessions. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. J.R. Smith picks one up. The Wizards have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Smith for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. Doubled by Smith. And Sessions kicks to Nene. Thornton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Sessions. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And then Shumpert slams it in.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Dudley. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. These are his 34th free throw attempts of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Frye. Love comes in for Thompson. And it's LeBron in for Iman Shumpert. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Nene. Morris comes in for Drew Gooden. Bradley Beal's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And John Wall subbed in for Sessions. Morris a screen. And Wall. Here we go now.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The kick out to Irving. And another 3 for Cleveland.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
James against Wall. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Wizards making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And Wall. Here we go now. John Wall lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
What is wrong? Hello. I'm trying to sleep. Yeah. I was laying down, the chicken done. I didn't. I never did. I'm trying to go sleep, babe. I'm really tired. Oh, shit.
Irving can't hit. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Gortat. Wizards trailed by 6.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Love, no luck. The Wizards have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Wizards trail by 6. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Mozgov in at center. Irving passes to Mozgov. And the call will be against Drew Gooden. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here is Smith. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Sessions, no good. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
And he commits the intentional foul. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. The pass to Dellavedova. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Thompson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. Sessions dishes to Nene. Thompson with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Washington with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Thornton passes to Gooden. And here's Dudley for 3. The Wizards with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Offensive rebound. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
2 shots.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Wizards trail by 11. Wall up top. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And he makes the first.
Oh my God, I just got that.
That one misses.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
5 on the clock. And here's 5 from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask, with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injured. He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And not known as a rim rattler. I mean, he's usually kind of rooted to the floor, not elevating to the rim.
Well, Greg, with his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that rim.
I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
Cavaliers foul ball.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And he makes the first.
Otto Porter. 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Mozgov kicks to Irving. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Cavaliers.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it, and because of that, they were able to pull away.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Kyrie Irving. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad, I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass. And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that about wraps